Hi guys, BikerKaz here. Now today I'm on this very beautiful, I'm sure you will agree with me, Aprilia Tuono 660 factory, which I very kindly got on loan from On Your Bike for a few days. Now I was going to go for a ride on it, and I thought I'd take you guys along with me so you can see what this bike's like. So let's get on the bike, shall we? If you look at the screen, that's cool in itself. So, doesn't that sound good? Oh. Sure, you'll be able to hear straight away that engine, the noise, the exhaust. Oh, it's a 660 parallel twin. Oh, that noise alone does it for me. Oh, honestly, I've been riding this bike for a couple of days now, and I am well taken with it. It's such a fun bike to ride. It's so light as well, 181 kilos, and it feels light, really does. It just soaks up these bends very nicely. Oh. So it's got Aprilia up and down quick shifter, which is actually really smooth. I went out for a ride yesterday, 20 miles into the journey, and I remembered I had quick shifter. I have remembered now from then on, but once you get used to it, oh, you wouldn't want to be without it. It's such a good thing, and it's so easy and quick to use as well. So this is 100 bhp, and it's 5 bhp more than the Tuono 660. So of course, being 100 bhp, it's not A2 license compliant. And it comes in two colours, this gorgeous black and a grey colour. And it's got two modes, dynamic and commute, which you can adjust with the buttons on your bars, on the right bar here, and then individual. So you've got engine control, braking control, wheelie control, ABS, and you can control all of these settings by fiddling with the modes on the screen. And you can have, there's 3 levels in each. I definitely have wheelie control on, because I'm not a fan of wheelies, that you can really set the bike up to how you want it to be. It's really user-friendly bike. When I park up and do a up close and personal look at a bike for you, I'll show you how they change the modes. Really like the screen, really clear to read. Says what gear you're in, fuel, revs, etc. This is a really nice bike. Honestly, I went a couple of 100 miles on it yesterday with some mates. Oh my god, I had so much fun. It's one of those bikes that you just want to keep riding because it's just so much fun. This has got adjustable front and rear suspension, which is good. I think the suspension on this one is set up a little hard, so I would have to have a little fiddle, or eat more cakes and get more padding. Decisions. So smooth. Very comfortable as well, nice seating position. And of course it's an Aprilia and it looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Got such a lot of admiring looks and questions about it yesterday when I was parked up. One of those bikes that everyone wants one in the garage, and I can see why. So I hope you guys have enjoyed your ride with me. Thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate you coming along with me. If you could subscribe to my channel and like and comment, that would be amazing. It really does support me and it supports my channel, and it doesn't cost you anything, so that would be amazing. But thank you for coming with me. Don't forget to check out my website, BikerKaz.com, and I'm going to catch up with you soon. I'm just going to grab a cuppa. I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, so I've stopped on my ride out on this lovely Aprilia Tuono 660 factory, which I've very kindly got on loan from On Your Bike, and I have actually stopped at On Your Bike to grab a coffee, which is very good, and I've grabbed Raymond here to tell us a little bit more about the bike. So Raymond, what's the horsepower on this bike?
So on the factory it's 100 horsepower, which is about 5 more than the standard Tuono 660. So the factory comes with the 6-axis IMU, so you've got your wheelie control, cornering ABS, traction control, all the nice electronic goodies, quick shifter, and fully adjustable suspension over the standard 660 as well.
Is the quick shifter up and down?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. I found the seat height a little bit high. It's 820.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like on balls of my feet, but it was alright. It doesn't affect the riding, but
no. So it puts you in a position that's not too cramped. The pegs are quite high, giving you plenty of ground clearance from the floor when you're cornering. However, the seat's not too high.
No.
So it's not too bad.
No. And the weight is really light, isn't it?
Yes. So I think it's 181 kilos,
Yeah.
fully fueled up and ready to go. So that's pretty light.
It makes it a nice light bike when you're riding it. It's quite nimble in the corners and nippy. So should we have a little look at the screen here? If we can just turn it on. There we go. Looks a bit like a rocket ship there. So you've got 3 modes on this.
Yep, 3 riding modes. So you've got individual, which is fully programmable to the settings that you'd like. You've got commute, or like a wet setting, and then your dynamic, which is your normal sporty-ish setting. If you hold down the mode select, use all of your options for each mode, and then individual is fully programmable with your engine, your braking, traction control, wheelie control, and your ABS on there as well.
Cool. It's quite, so you can really set the bike up to suit you, can't you, when you're riding?
However you want. Yep. With that and the adjustable suspension as well, you're however you want it. That's
really good. And is that cruise control?
Yes.
So
cruise control on there as well.
That's good. And is that easy to operate?
Very. Yeah. It's just a single button to activate it. Just hold it down, and you'll get the cruise control light flash at you. Get to your desired speed. Click the button again, and that's it.
Wow. That's good. So it's a very techie bike, but
yeah. So it's the full electronic suite from Aprilia.
I think when you see the word factory on a bike, you start grinning because you know it's going to be full of little things that will make it much nicer and fun to ride. And I would say that it is a huge fun bike to ride. Definite grin factor.
Yeah, and it's kind of the perfect amount of the horsepower for the road as well. And 100 horsepower, you can use a lot of the power a lot of the time. It just makes it fun and engaging. So definitely.
Right, excellent. So if you want to test ride, come to On Your Bike in Aylesbury. So I do think this is a really pretty bike. Do particularly like the colour. I personally don't take pillion, so I would take this seat off and also the rear foot pegs. And I think once you've done that, you would really neaten up the rear end, and of course the tail tidy. But a tail tidy is pretty much a first purchase for all new bikes now. But yeah, I really like it.
Another good thing about the factory option here, it does come with a solo seat cowl, so you can remove that pillion seat, put it back on if and when you do take a pillion. But yeah, take that, the foot pegs off, and it tail tidy it, and it will look like a really nice clean bike.
It will, wouldn't it? So how can you get hold of one of these?
So at the moment we've got finance deals on this bike, so we'd be looking at just under £100 a month with a £2,000 deposit. There are terms and conditions that apply, as I'm sure you're aware. So the best thing to do is give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be able to get you one sorted out.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Raymond, for showing me around the bike. That's really interesting.
Glad you enjoyed it.
But yeah, I have. Thank you very much. So I'm going to grab my coffee. Don't forget to check out my website, BikerKaz.com, and I will catch up with you guys soon. See ya.
Go.
So I'm personally, favourite colour of mine is
Thing to do is just give us a call, and we can sort something out.
brilliant. That's good bike money for your bike.